Ahoy, this is Zdenka, ZY CAMI app, complete walkthrough, tutorial, tips and tricks with Zhiyun Smooth Q3 and Smooth 5. That is exactly what will be covered in today's video. I have placed timestamps below the video, so in case you're looking for something specific, you will have easier ways to navigate through. If you're going to be filming with Zhiyun Smooth Q3, you will be filming in ZY CAMI app. Smooth 5 has another app available called ZY CAMI. I will be making tutorial on that one as well, so don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. The first time you turn on your gimbal and open up ZY CAMI app, you will be greeted with a Bluetooth pairing request. Just hit pair and your gimbal should be now ready to go. By default, you will be in video mode. On the left side at the top, you're going to see little icons indicating how much battery your smartphone has and also a gimbal. And also if you have continuous light on and what gimbal mode you have currently selected. When I switch gimbal modes, you can see the little icon changing. Let's go through all the icons on the left side first. First one on the top will take you to the main page of the ZY CAMI app. Right now we are not going to go there. I will explain that section at the end as there is video editing included. A icon will let you switch between automatic filming and manual filming. In automatic mode, you can lock exposure or adjust exposure with this slider. Let's close this for a second. Whenever you tap on the screen, you will select focus and exposure. If you leave it unlocked and move around, you will notice that the video will be getting brighter and darker wherever you point. If you want to lock the exposure and focus, you will tap and hold until the square jumps and then it is locked. You can also bring the sound down a bit after you lock it, or you will do it here when you tap the A icon and adjust the exposure value by dragging it up and down. And again, it has to be locked first for it to stay. If you don't do that and you will start moving around, it will go back into automatic exposure. If you know how ISO and shutter speed works, you can film in manual mode. For that, you will need a variable ND filter. If you need to learn about frame rates and filming in manual mode, I've made a video on that in the past, so I'm gonna link it below the video. So you would select ISO here and shutter speed right next to it. Exposure value is automatic. All values selected are also displayed at the bottom center of the screen. For now, I'm going to select just automatic filming. Let's stay with that. Video settings are next. Depending on the phone you are using and its compatibility, you will see filming options. Generally, some Androids will have less options. I'm using an iPhone 13 Pro. First up is video resolution. The smallest one is 720p. Larger is 1080p, and the best quality is 4K. Video frame rate is below 24, 25, 30, and 60 frames per second. I'm going to keep my settings in 4K at 24 frames per second real speed. Glamour effects are below. Now, you might see this sign popping up telling you that this is not supported in 4K and 60 frames per second shooting. I have selected 4K, so that is why I cannot access it. You will have to go back to video settings and lower the resolution to 1080p. And now I can access Glamour effects. Here you can do just automatic setting, or you can choose whatever you would like to change. You can slim down the face by dragging the slider next to it. You can smooth the skin, brighten, enlarge eyes, lighten skin, and add rosy cheeks. And if you want to turn it off, you just tap the bottom icon. Okay. I don't need to use Glamour Effect, so I will go back to video resolution and select 4K. Let's hit the three dots icon, which will take you to settings. You will have three options at the top: shoot, gimbal, and general. Let's start with shoot. Flashlight is off. You can enable continuous video light on your smartphone here in case you need it. Microphone has three options: built-in, external, and Bluetooth. Right now, built-in is the only option, as the others are grayed out. Once you actually attach an external microphone or enable Bluetooth microphone, you will be able to switch it here, like right now, when I have an external microphone attached. Next setting would be enabling the grid. You have a choice between grid lines and grid diagonals. I strongly recommend using grid lines as it will help you with composition. But for now, let's keep it off so the screen is not cluttered. If you will be filming in automatic mode, you're not going to be able to change the white balance. If you will be filming in manual mode, here is where you can change white balance: sunny, cloudy, incandescent, fluorescent, and custom are your options. By default, if you show this gesture or this gesture, the gimbal will follow and shoot. If you want the gimbal to shoot only, for example, if you're sitting at the desk and you don't want the camera to follow you, you want the frame to stay the same, here is where you can change it to shoot only. Let's tap at the top to enter gimbal settings. First up is scene mode. Majority of the time you will leave it on a walk. If you will be running and want better stabilization, you will change it to run. Follow mode is where you can change gimbal modes. These two gimbals let you change modes directly by pressing the button on the gimbal, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna be using that most of the time. This is just another option where you can change them. I have created a tutorial on how to use gimbal modes and when. I'm gonna link it below the video as well. Joystick speed will let you enable fast response, medium, or slow. I generally keep it to medium. Zoom speed is something you want to customize as well, depending on what you're filming and how fast you want the zoom to be. Let's look at the joystick. Right now, when I press the joystick left, the camera goes left. When I press right, it goes right. Invert pan control means that once you enable that, when you press the joystick left, the camera goes right and vice versa. Choose whatever feels natural to you. And the same thing you can do with joystick movements up and down. You can invert tilt control here. Press M button is grayed out. And below is where you can calibrate your gimbal in case you see that the horizon level is off. Just follow the instructions. Let's go to the last settings option, which would be general. Here, theme settings are grayed out. If you have Prime membership, you can activate and use ZY remote control. If you are using Zhiyun Smooth 5, Pro mode will take you to the ZY CAMI app. Again, I will be creating a tutorial on that app as well, so stay tuned. Device management shows your Bluetooth connection. Below you have information about your model and version, and at the bottom you can enable demo mode. Let's talk about zoom. If you have only one lens on your smartphone, this is straightforward. Use the zoom button or slider on the screen. The zoom is purely digital, so you will experience some loss in quality the more you zoom in. If you have multiple lenses like I do, there is not an option to directly switch the lenses. You have to use a zoom to get to the lens. You will know the lens changed when it slightly jumped. So 0.6 times is your ultra wide angle lens. 1.0 times is your standard lens. How do you enable tracking? Depending on the gimbal you are using, you can just press the trigger button one time and now the gimbal will start following you. You can also turn it off that way. Just press one time the trigger button. Or you can slide across the screen, just select the area you want to track, and now the gimbal is tracking you, and just turn it off with the trigger. One thing to mention, when tracking is on, the gimbal will be in lock mode. Once you're done tracking, the gimbal stays in lock mode. So depending on what you're going to be filming, you will have to switch to the mode you want. Let's move to the right side. The first button at the top will take you to the Smart feature. Here you have many pre-designed templates. Just select the one you like and follow instructions. If you don't like the clip, you can press retake on the left. If you're happy, hit next to get to the next move. Once you're finished, you can hit save. You can also enable save individual clips. If you want to create your own, you can select the last one, which is custom. Once you hit this arrow on the top, you will be able to choose one of the shooting directions. Let's select this one, for example. If you press the eye icon on the right, it will show me a preview of how the gimbal will move. You can choose movement for each clip. If you press preview, it will show you all moves before you start recording, so you can still change the movements if you don't like them. Let's go back. Here at the top, this icon will take you to the draft section. And the next icon will take you to the Prime membership area where you have even more templates. Let's go back to video mode. Below the smart icon is where you can switch between a rear and front camera. Record button is below. Gesture control is off by default. Here's where you can turn it on. Access to your gallery is at the bottom. When you're in the gallery, you can select your favorite clips, give it a heart, or you can delete them. Let's move all the way to the right. First one up is Hyperlapse. The little bulb icon will show you a preview of what this mode does. Hyperlapse mode can be filmed in automatic or manual mode. Below is where you can change resolution and speed. 720p or 1080p are the options. The speed options you are going to get are 5 times, 10 times, 15 times, and 30 times. I personally prefer 5 times or 10 times. The others are simply super fast. If you want to know more about hyperlapses, I have video on that as well. Again, linked below. Time-lapse mode has also lots of great creative features here. First of all, again, you can film them both in automatic or manual mode, and you can switch resolution and frame rate. When you hit the little arrow at the top, here is where you can select interval and duration. Interval is the time between two shots, and duration is how long the time lapse will be filmed for. At the top, you will see the value you selected, plus also how long the final time lapse will be. If you want to create motion, you just move the icons on the right. You can do clockwise time lapse, counterclockwise, or path. When you select the path, choose the starting point, hit plus, move to another point, hit plus again. You can do up to 5 points. Dolly zoom effect is a bit tricky to create. I personally prefer creating this effect in a post because I will have very good control over it and the shot will be super steady. Here you can do either target approaching, so you will be walking forward, or target receding. You will be backing up. Let's say I will do target approaching. So I drag across the screen to select the object, hit record, and start moving forward. The walk has to be extremely stable. Slow motion can be filmed in automatic or manual mode, and it will be filmed in 720p, 8 times slow motion. Let's go to panorama, which can also be filmed in automatic or manual mode. First one is clone. If you are filming someone else, you will use a rear camera. If you want to record yourself, you will switch to selfie. You can select the number of clones. Minimum is 3 and it goes up to 7. Next one is 3x3 panorama. Once you select that, you can see that you can also use a timer. You have a choice between 3, 5, and 7 seconds. Another one is 240 degrees and the last one is 180 degrees. Video mode is next. Photo mode, where you can also get a timer. A live will take you to live stream. If you want to live stream on YouTube, you will put all the info here. If you go to more settings, you can select resolution, code rate, frame rate, enable mobile net, and save live stream video. And now it's time to hit the home button. Here's where you can find additional tutorials and inspirational videos. Here is also where you can contact customer support if you need to. There are 2 more sections I would like to point out. One is if you click on account, hit settings at the right top. Here's where you can customize all app settings. If you hit the plus sign in the middle, you will get into video editing. If you hit create, select clips, you will enter a simple video editor. You can do quite a bit here. Let's go back. Templates are below and I personally like this feature. Select a template you like, download, select your clips and it will create the video for you. If you want to edit this further, change anything, you will select quick edit on the right. And here you can adjust the template you were just working on further. If you installed Quai, you can edit the video here with Quai Smart Edit. And if you have Prime membership, you can take advantage of even more templates online with online editing. Upload is to upload your video to your account. I hope you found this video helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Perhaps you discovered features you didn't know they are there. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Questions, comments, leave them below. Have fun filming, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ahoj.